Hello, and this is a walkthrough of BucketStreams for my capstone project at BYU. BucketStreams is a social media site that has a tiny different take on the world. BucketStreams believes that while you care about people a great deal, you generally don't care about everything that they care about. And so instead of subscribing to an individual and seeing everything that they're posting, you can actually subscribe to individual things that they post. So if this person posts about photography and surfing, and all you care about is surfing, then you can just subscribe to their surfing bucket. So we'll see this here in a little bit as I show you how the site works. So first, you're brought to the logon screen, and if you're new, you click on New here, and we will just go Kent test 3 at doddsfamily.s. We'll just do password there. While that's going, so it's doing a couple of things. Oh, that was pretty quick. I'm going to go ahead and log in to my email. So the first thing is that you see is it pops up with this welcome to BucketStreams, and you can choose a username. So here, this is pretty cool. If you type in something that is already in use, it automatically and very quickly will go to the server and check, is that username taken, or in some cases, is it unavailable? So username, or on BucketStreams, if you just add a slash and a username, that'll go to that user's profile. And so we have some pages like settings that is specifically for like the settings of the currently logged in user. So we don't want to allow people to create usernames that are reserved in that sense for the application. So there are a couple unavailable usernames, and then there are some reserved usernames as well. And then also it has to be at least 3 characters, and it can't be longer than 16 characters. And the cool thing about this is that it's actually checking with the database, and what it's actually doing is it's creating a new user and running through the same validation logic that the server uses. So while it looks like this is happening really quickly, and it really is, it's actually got one place for validation, which is really nice, and it's right next to the database. So I can be very explicit on my validation. So we'll go ahead and say test user. Nobody's taken that, and I'll name this one test user, and I am a test user, exclamation point. We'll hit save. Next thing is I ask where to get your photo. So we can get it from Facebook, we can upload it, or get it from Twitter. So we'll go ahead and just, I'll get it from Twitter. Why not? Actually, you know what? I'm going to get it from, yeah, I have never tested this actually. We'll get it from Facebook because I've already got 2 users on here that got it from Twitter, and we don't want everybody to look the same. So we'll log into Facebook, and we're going to import that, and fantastic, profile picture updated. Great, so that's my Facebook profile picture. Okay, now we sent you an email at that address. Please check for a confirmation link before you jump into the goodies of BucketStreams. So if we go to my email, welcome to BucketStreams, we'll click confirm email, and it's been confirmed. Great, so let's come on in. And now it's asking us what we'd like to share. So here we're going to go ahead and close those. We don't need those anymore. So over time, I'll do a little bit better at estimating, maybe by the things they share on Facebook or Twitter, or the hashtags that they use. And also, I'll do a better job at what popular buckets there are to suggest good popular buckets. So the kinds of things that you like to share. So we have these already checked, and say I also like to post about music, and I'm a techie guy, so I'll just say techie stuff. And if I click remind me later, it'll remind me in, I think, 1 or 2 days, or I can skip and it'll never remind me. But I want to make those buckets, so I'll hit save, and then it asks, what do you like to see? So I've got like some of these same things checked. You know, I like to see all the same things that I like to share, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll save that. Okay, so here now I can use BucketStreams. In my main stream there are no posts, but before we get into the buckets and streams, let's go ahead and look at some basic navigation. So up here you have a search bar, which doesn't totally work, but you can do a couple of cool things with this. So I've got my streams. Oh, and streams right now are represented with a smiley face, and buckets are with the Bitbucket icon. I haven't made my own icons yet. So I can do a couple of things. I can navigate and perform a couple of useful actions with the search. I can actually even find people. So, oh, that's broken. That's funny. And then I can create a new post here. So it's basically if I'm in a different context where I don't see that anymore, if I've scrolled down or something, I can always create a new post. I can look at my profile, sign out. So we'll go ahead and take a look at my profile. Profile consists of your buckets, your streams, your tagline, the fact that or your name. You can change your profile picture the same way we did earlier. And then it'll show you all of the posts that you've ever posted on your profile as well. And because I haven't posted anything yet, it's not available. Oh, I'm actually curious, I haven't tested this, but will this show up immediately? I think it will. So we'll post that. Nope, it didn't. But if I refresh, it'll be there. Ta-da! And I will like it. Okay, so here we have this common navigation paradigm. Slides out from the side and pops right out. And then with my streams, I can look at the different streams that I have. Those won't be interesting right now. Then I have buckets. I can look at my different buckets. Those also won't be very interesting right now. And then rules, settings is definitely not interesting. And feedback will basically just take you to my repository where you can submit a new issue, which I'd love it if you would. There are very many of them, which is why I have this very alpha thing up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at some of the social aspects of this. We have Jeff Potter here, who helped me out a little bit in the initial demo when I presented this. So here he's posted a couple of things, and looks like he posted one of those in a sports bucket. So let's go ahead and go to that sports bucket. That's a bug. And he's posted 2 things to this sports bucket, that one and that one. And I'll comment on this one. Oh yeah. And now I've got that. I can also delete that comment and create another one. Never mind. But that doesn't make sense anymore. I'll just delete. Oh, I'll edit that and say you rock. And save that. And then I think that this bucket is really interesting, and so I'm going to subscribe one of my buckets to it. It doesn't really, or one of my streams to it, rather. It doesn't really fall into any of these streams that I've created, and so I'm going to create a new stream and call it sports. And because some of my friends care about that kind of thing. So awesome, created sports stream. Now if I go here, I can subscribe sports to it. And you notice it adds sports, but it also adds mainstream. And here, if you hover, it says posts go here automatically. So that's what the mainstream is, and that's where you go when you first log into BucketStreams. the home page. So actually, if we go to the home page now, it actually has something here, which is great. So it has both of Jeff's posts that he puts in his sports bucket, and it also has my post that I put in my main bucket implicitly. And so yeah, the mainstream has all of the posts that you've posted and all of the posts that are in this buckets that are in the stream, that are subscribed to the streams that you've subscribed them to. So I could also go to this Kent C. Dodds here, the creator of BucketStreams, and we're going to take his, let's see, BucketStreams tips maybe, and subscribe. Actually, you know what? Let's show. So we'll go to his main bucket, and now it looks like he posts some really awesome things. I don't want to miss a single thing, so I'm gonna take that and put it in my friend stream, because Kent C. Dodds is a friend of mine. Terrific. Subscribe your friend stream to the main bucket. Yeah, now his Kent C. Dodds' main bucket is going to appear in my friend stream. So if we go to streams, go to friends, and you see Kent C. Dodds is in there. Now, Kent C. Dodds isn't my only friend, so we're gonna go here and we'll look at some of these other people that post. Todd Wilson has posted a couple of things. He's a friend of mine. So I'm going to go to his main bucket because I want to see everything that he posts about. And we'll subscribe that to my friend's stream. And we'll go to streams, friends, and there we go. Now it's not just Kent C. Dodds but it's also Todd. Now, if we go to my BucketStreams home, all of a sudden it's got all kinds of content on here. Oh, and you may not have noticed, but there's infinite scrolling here. Watch carefully. I'll refresh the page here. So if you see, watch the scroll bar as I scroll. Oh, it just got shorter. So yeah, there's infinite scrolling on this page. Yeah, so it has all of the posts in order of creation date, which is what you would expect. And yeah, so that's the subscribing to buckets experience. Let's see, and then you've got your buckets yourself. So let's talk about posting. So it's asking me, what funny joke did you hear today? I didn't really hear a funny joke, so I'm going to ignore that. Let's see, what buckets do I have? We have something about, oh, techie stuff. So I heard about this new cool social network called BucketStreams! Exclamation point. Now I can mouse over here and type techie stuff, hit enter, and then if I mouse away, I don't have to actually click in here. If you may not have noticed that, but it's automatically switching between this filter buckets input and the input here. So it's very easy to add and remove without actually having to click anything, which is nice. And also I made it even easier than that. You can add a backtick at any time, and it will filter through your buckets here. So I can type music, hit enter, and it'll add my music bucket there. So I'll close that because this doesn't have anything to do with music, and then we'll post it. That post appears here. Fantastic, post shared, and then I can go to my techie stuff, and there it is. This is fantastic. Also, if I'm in my very own bucket, then there's this that has techie stuff already selected. So I can go to a bucket. Let's say I have a bunch of things I want to post about. Techie stuff, rocks, exclamation point. And you can actually also add hashtags. So tech. And I'll mention Kent C. Dodds. And I'll give a URL of alpha.bucketstreams.com, and this rocks. So then we will post that. It appears automatically in here, and all of those things are linkable, which is kind of fun. So we'll open up this, and actually it doesn't take us anywhere except the home page because I haven't built hashtags yet. But then you also have links, and those do work, and you have at mentions, and those work as well. So that link just took me to off of BucketStreams.com, and that at mention took me to Can't See Bands. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then you can share, and here's the sharing experience. I'm sharing this to demo something, smiley face, and we'll actually, I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can do that same backtick functionality there. So I'll hit share. That doesn't update this automatically, but it would be pretty trivial to add that. And today I post shared, so we'll refresh, because I put that in my techie stuff, and there it is. I'm sharing this demo something. Whoops. Oh, hey, take a look at this. I can edit that. I'm sharing this, to demo something. Yeah, that did make sense, but to change it anyway, because it rocks. We'll save that, and there it is, updated and everything. It looks like I need to make those linkable as well. Dude, make those things that were shared linkable. Okay, so then it's actually interesting. So what's paramount on BucketStreams isn't the person who shared something, but the person whose thing they shared. So for example, this techie stuff rocks. What's more important is the fact that this test user here shared it at, well, I guess we shared it at the same time, but this test user represents the person whose thing is being shared, and this piece right here represents the fact that it was shared and the comment that was shared. So anyway, that means that if I favorite this, it also favorites that, and same in reverse. Right? So, and then if I share this, it's not going to share what was shared, but it's going to share the original post. So that's just something useful. Okay, now I think we can get into the rules. So rules are cool and exciting and fun. Rules is how I'm going to get content on the site in the early stage, because nobody wants to put content onto a site where nobody's going to read it, and nobody's going to come to a site that doesn't have any content. It's a chicken and the egg kind of thing. And so what we're going to do is we're going to lay an egg of content. So we can create rules, and actually whatever. Basically, a rule is, it has an optional name, so we'll just say Facebook test, and I'm going to, or here, we'll make it family. So I'm going to say, whenever I post to Facebook, I want you to put this in the family bucket, but only if it has these hashtags. Family, yeah, just family, I guess. And we'll save that. And hopefully Facebook won't let me down this time. It did last time. Twitter works better. But I'm going to go ahead and make a new post. I'm going to say hashtag family. Isn't it about time? And let's make it a ... And we'll say, I love my hashtag family. Okay, so we'll post that. And I have a couple other posts here on Facebook that I have posted recently. And I don't want to include any of those, and so here it's only going to import stuff with the hashtag family. And also I should mention that I could put multiple hashtags, time or whatever, and as many as I want, and as long as at least one of those is present in the post, it will be imported. And there's also some advanced stuff that I'll show here in a second, but let's go ahead and run these rules manually now. And it looks like there's no posts or tweets to import, which is a lie, but I think I've got a bug with Facebook. So let's do this with Twitter. So I'm going to authorize app. Oh, and you noticed I didn't have to reauthorize Facebook because I imported my rules from Twitter. I imported my photo from Facebook, so I've already authorized Facebook. Okay, so let's create a new inbound rule called or let's see, code, and we'll put that in my techie stuff, and I'm gonna say I want it to contain the hashtag code. And let's jump into this advanced. I don't want it to contain the hashtag I don't know, hate, because I don't hate coding, but I want it to definitely include the hashtag love. So yeah, so this rule is saying import stuff from Twitter to BucketStreams into my techie stuff bucket when it has the hashtag love and it has the hashtag code or coding. Okay, so we'll save that. There we go. So that's the definition of the rule. I'll go to Twitter, and let me make sure I get that rule right. So it can't have the hashtag hate, and it must have the hashtag love, and either code or coding or both. So we'll say hashtag love, hashtag coding, and we'll tweet that. I'm going to say I don't hate code. And let's see. I love it. So this is demonstrate that this will not be imported when it has one of the none in there, even though it has the other two satisfied. And we'll say I code for fun, period. Okay, so this one doesn't have the all, even though it has the any, this one won't be imported. So the only one that will is this I love coding. So when I hit this, it should import only one tweet. One tweet imported. So let's go ahead and look on our main stream. I love coding, and that was posted on Twitter. How exciting. So yeah, so that's how that works. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And there we have our infinite scroll, which is exciting. So, one more thing. So when I actually start marketing this and getting ready to release this, I'm going to go out and set up rules for tons of the top bloggers and social media people out there in the world. And I'm going to create rules like this for them. Facebook, put that in a bucket called Facebook, and actually there's a bug right now, so I'm going to create another bucket for Twitter. We're going to close this and refresh the page. Okay, so now those buckets will be available for rule making. So we'll call this Facebook, we'll put it into the Facebook bucket, and we're not going to do any rules as far as hashtags are concerned. So this is basically saying no hashtag constraints, all posts will be put into the Facebook bucket. Okay, and then we'll go to Twitter and we'll make a rule that's the same. We'll put it in the Twitter bucket, and no hashtag limits. We'll save that and refresh this page just to make sure we see that there. So there's the Facebook, there's the Twitter, and we'll run those rules manually now. One tweet, oh, I know why. It's because the last tweet that I imported was recently. So yeah, it keeps track of the most recent tweet that you imported, so we're not like importing the same ones again. And Facebook's got a bug right now, so that won't import anything. But basically it'll import everything that they post. And I'll have this running on a scheduled job every 5 minutes or so to double check whether they posted anything, and keep importing stuff into BucketStreams, so I'll get tons of content. It'll be awesome. Also, I should mention that outbound rules currently do not work, but they'll work basically the same way. You'll have a rule name that's optional just to help you remember what it is. You'll say the bucket that you, oh, I should probably fix that. Yeah, that bucket won't apply in this context. So anyway, you'll choose a bucket. So when I post my family bucket with the hashtag love, then I want you to post it to Facebook. So yeah, that's how outbound will work when it does. So there we go. And now we have iCode for fun because I have that new rule. Oh, and I should also mention, so this I love coding was posted to the techie stuff bucket. This iCode for fun was just posted to the Twitter bucket. Yeah, and if a post applies to multiple rules, it will, multiple rules that have different buckets, it'll be posted into all of those buckets. So, yeah, that's BucketStreams for you. I hope you use it. It's going to be great. Thank you very much.